Hello and welcome back to the Mindful Model Makers Workshop. As you can see, I'm progressing on now with the diesel depot. I'm making a few adjustments to the original. I did make up a roof and everything else. As you can see, the pits are now down in there. I'll explain how I got around all of that. This is the roof, and if you put the roof on, because this is for a competition for the Model Railway Club that I belong to, which they have at Christmas. Just a bit of fun. So the heading is you can have different headings. The one that I'm entering under is a structure, and it's dereliction. In other words, it's falling to bits. Now the problem is I wanted to do lots of things on the inside, but if you put the roof on all the way along, you're going to have a job to see what's going on. So what I've done instead, I've taken the roof off and I've created my own roof struts like this, which will fix along, and it will make it look as though the roof has been taken off. There's various bits that I will be putting on. All I did with this was I put a piece of card up against there, and I just scribed and got the shape, and then as you can see I've cut them all out from there, and then I've doubled them up to make them strong. I think they're probably about scale actually, and then they will sit all along on there like so, right the way, and then again on the actual end itself, and then I can put the finishing bit on the outside and just across the top. But then I can put all various things inside. I mean, I've got some things like dustbins, gas bottles, oil cans, all sorts of other stuff. And of course, then obviously I've got all the foliage to go on the outside where it's overgrown, and I can start rusting up various bits of the metal and so on. So that's really how we go. Now, what you need to do when you build the pits I think actually look quite good. So I'll move it up a bit so that you can see down inside there are the steps at the end there. Hopefully you can see that. I'll get that to focus properly. So there's the steps. You go down into the pit where the yellow plastic is. Obviously I've got the end bits to go on that. We've still got a little way to go, but yeah. So, and then I put the yellow plastic this side for the wall. Okay, that will have brick paper put on there and all the rest of it, and creepers and various things growing over it. So there's a lot to go, but we're more or less there on this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this upside down, and you can see what's happened there. So what you do, they are the bottom of the pits underneath. What you actually do, build the two pits separately, glue these bits on, the actual kind of like pathways, glue them on, let it all set until it's firm. Then what I did, I laid it on top of this plastic, and then I drew round where these pits were, and then I just cut them out, and then I've dropped it down into the plastic, and then I've put a bit at the front to build it up, there, bit at the front there to build it up, and the back wall has come down, and then I'll put something across and just box all that in, and that's it. It's very lightweight, very nice. This isn't glued on yet, but by the time I've put foliage and stuff down the front of it, so you can now see the broken windows, you can see inside, so when you look down, I think it's a very nice model, to be quite honest. It's not that difficult to do the pits. You can make them lit up. I mean, I don't really want it on this because obviously it's a defunct diesel depot now, so it's not used. So there's going to be lots of things dumped inside, probably down in the pit and all the rest of it by the time I've finished. There's loads of signs that can go up and made to look a bit rusted and everything else. So most of that all comes with the kit, with the actual paper. So there we are. And I shall have the doors on there, but you can see just looking down through, when you look down through like that into the shed, well, I've been in like things like Selhurst Depot and places like that, and yeah, it's pretty authentic. So I think very good model, well worth making, and yeah. So just carry on following me if you want to. Subscribe, click the like button if you do, of course, and I'll show you every bit until such time as I get it finished, and then I'll give you the result as to whether I actually come anywhere in the competition or not. So yeah, so just keep watching, and I'll let you know. Anyway, thank you very much for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.